urgent needs are also its biggest growth opportunities. But how can capital be channeled into these sectors to deliver both strong returns and long-term impact? Yemi Keri, president of the African Business Angel Network, now joins CNBC Africa for more. Yemi, a very good morning to you, and I thank you so much for your time. So let us kick off our conversation by looking at some of the capital priorities that we are seeing when it comes to verticals in Africa and what they are offering today in terms of the strongest risk-adjusted returns for investors, and also why at the same time.
Good morning, and thanks for having me. If we look at Africa's investment today, there are three verticals that the fintech is the most dominant. Last year, according to the tech BC, it captured the majority of the billion raised by with companies like Moneypoint, showing how quickly solutions can. What's equally powerful is agriculture and renewables. The FAO data states Africa holds 60% of the world's uncultivated agri-land, which makes agri-tech and food processing massive opportunities. Then you have renewable energies, solar, wind, mini-grids, and even green hydrogen. In 2023, renewables attracted half of all DFI's investments into Africa. So when you think about readjusted returns, it's really this intersection of fintech, agri-tech, and energy that delivers the growth, resilience, and impact.
Yes, indeed. Quite a number of sectors you do point out there, Yemi. But let us look at scaling models in terms of how thematic investing can help unlock scalable, at the same time, cross-border ventures in some of these sectors.
Yeah, the challenge in Africa is fragmentation. We have 54 countries, over 40 currencies, complex regulations, very different markets. So the thematic investment helps investors look beyond a single company and back solutions that solve continental problems. For example, in the fintech, if you look at the Pan-African payment and settlement system, it will allow for players to operate seamlessly across borders. In agriculture, climate smart irrigation in Nigeria can just as easily be, deployed in Kenya or in Ghana or in Rwanda. In the healthcare sector, platforms like the Helium Health, they show how digital health records and telemedicine serves multiple countries because they are across continents. So the power of thematic investing is that you are not just betting on one startup. You are backing repeatable models around food security, financial inclusion, or health care access that can scale across the continent.
Yes, and then, Yemi, would we say that we have the right regulatory framework or policy alignment when it comes to accelerating capital flows into these priority sectors here? And if not, then what are we doing or what can be done?
That's a bane for a lot of investors. Regulatory and policy alignment is the bedrock for attracting and sustaining capital on the continent. To accelerate investments, countries need to create a stable, transparent, and supportive environment that reduces risks for investors and enables business to scale. You ask what is being done or what are we doing? These fragmented regulation policies across borders are a major barrier to cross-border investments or ventures. Policies that support a pan-African approach, such as the harmonizing digital payment standards or creating regional trade agreements, are essential. The African Continental Free Trade Area is a critical step in the right direction, and it aims to create a single market of 1.3 billion people and a combined GDP of 4.3 trillion. We are lucky that In October, the Secretary General, Wemkele, will be in Nigeria for the ABAN conference to discuss more about how this can benefit investors.
Indeed, Yemi. So I understand there's quite a lot when it comes to matters policy frameworks here, but also let us look at the human capital advantage. What do you have in place, just in brief here?
In brief, in terms of
the human capital.
The human capital, our talents it's clear on the continent. The biggest assets is not our oil or our mineral, it's the people. With the fastest growing youth population in the world, investing in human capital is a direct investment in the future growth. So if we look at EdTech or AI and see them as bridging educational gaps with different types of programs in different countries and platforms paternalizing learning to scale. On the other hand, you have also the creative economy in it, which is exploding. The Nollywoods, Afrobeats, gaming, all of this. So Nigeria's entertainment scene, for instance, and the media sector is projected to hit 13.6 billion by 2028. These sectors are creating jobs. They are building global cultural exports and attracting new revenue streams. So when we are investing here, you are not only tapping into high growth industries, you are also strengthening Africa's talent base and competitiveness in the global economy.
Indeed, Yemi, quite a number of dynamics I am seeing right here on investing in Africa's growth sector. So thank you so much for those insights and also for your time.